Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Crest One Light Interior Wall Sconce. This is the 201062. I happen to have it right here, so we'll have a good chance to take a look at it. There's also a matching dining pendant. Check that out if you get a chance. It's equally beautiful. So you basically have a forged steel backplate, and it's kind of in an arc, and here's your crest, kind of like the crest of a wave. There's actually even a crest table lamp, so go check that one out too. I think that would be something you might be interested in if you like this as well. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. So we're talking 13.8 inches from the very bottom to the very top. When we get into the width of it, it's from here to here, and that's coming in at 5.4. This is only 4 inches from the wall to the very farthest point coming out. That's your projection, which means that this qualifies to be ADA compliant. That's Americans with Disabilities Act that says that a sconce can only come out up to 4 inches from the wall, so you can easily get by it. That means you can use this in a lot of hospitality, like dining rooms in hotels. You can use it in hallways, you can use it in apartment buildings and condos, all kinds of places. But you can also use this in all kinds of residential places. And it's also the ability to be reversible, so you can actually point this down too. So this can project light down on the ground, which would be good in hallways and in stairways, something to think about. But a lot of you guys are going to have it like this, but I think it's equally pretty like that too. Let's get into a little bit more detail on it. It's going to be using a frosted glass diffuser, so you're not going to be able to see the socket setup, which I'll talk about more. This is the back plate, the round back plate on this, and they generally come in around 5 inches. This is the mounting bracket that's going to go on the back of this, and to show you more information about that, we're going to look at the installations instructions right now. So, if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts kit, basically all the parts you're going to get, and there aren't that many of them. You've got your glass, you've got the fixture all assembled, and then you're going to have the mounting bracket that goes on your back plate. This is going to go on a standard 4-inch junction box, so super simple. And then there's a ground wire here, all set up to go. But it's also going to show you details about the back plate, as well as some technical drawings are going to be on that page too. So always take advantage of those if you get a chance. Okay, so we talked about it being ADA compliant, which is super great. We talked about a lot of the other details. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this and what you can get out of it as far as light, because that's why you're here, correct? So it's going to be using a G9 socket. G9 sockets take G9 bulbs. Sometimes they're little wires, sometimes they're little prongs, but they all do the same job. They just go in just like that. These are very easy to get. As far as limiting for what you're going to be putting in this, you're going to be limited to a 5-watt LED. That's about the equivalent of a 60-watt incandescent bulb. So that's a lot of light coming out of this little sconce. And these bulbs come in all kinds of different ways. This one I was holding up, this is a phosphorus one. These kind of look like, well, they're orange and they glow beautifully. These are called cob ones. They look like little corn cobs, basically, like a little tiny baby corn cob. So they do a nice job too, and there's even little LED pads on the very bottom too. But anyway, your only limit is a 5-watt LED, so whatever you find out there that's 5 watts or below, you can do without a problem. You're probably going to find a lot more 40-watt equivalents, which are easy to find. You can find them at your local hardware store, like an Ace Hardware or Home Depot. We tend to get these on Amazon. Just tends to be really easy to get LEDs like that. You would put in G9 5-watt LED just to get you to the page where you're going to see all the samples of what you can get. And they're going to be offering these to you in lots of different ways. I talk about it in every video. 2700 Kelvin is going to be that super yellow light like a setting sun, which could be pretty in this. You might have this in your dining room and want to make it look like candlelight, and that's a good way to do it. Because don't forget, it's a dimmable fixture. You don't need any special things other than a dimmable bulb. And the 2700 Kelvin will get you to that candlelight. Way on the other side of that, they're going to be offering these bulbs to you online or in the store in something called daylight. Be really careful, because daylight sounds like it should be warm. It is not warm. That is like a cold hospital waiting room light or a convenience store light, we'll call it that. Kind of like an overcast day. That's that bluish white light that a lot of people think about when they think about LEDs. What we like to use in our showroom is called soft white or warm white, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the nice warmth of light coming down on my hands. So this is what we like to use here. Like I said before, it's also a dimmable fixture, so make sure that you do get a dimmable bulb, and it says so right in that box. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton forged doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.